side. Okay, coaches. Everything under the letters and above is going to be good. Everything white letters underneath here is up is good. Guys, got my instructions in the back. Protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands. Touch them up. Back to your corner, gentlemen.
One of the best in the sport, David. Thomas Taylor, will be overseeing this championship fight. Sebastian Fundora defending his unified 154-pound title for the first time against prohibitive underdog Chordale Booker, who's riding a 6-fight win streak. The loss, like Fundora, came against a southpaw.
Chordale.
It came in the first round when he was overwhelmed by Emma Williams.
You ready?
But that was then. This is now. What will we see out of Fundora in the early going? Immediately, the jab. Good start.
Well, to double down on that loss for Booker, that was at 160 pounds,
yes.
But at 154 and below throughout his career, he's 7-0 with 4 KOs.
Great point. Although
he's
had issues making the weight, although both of them came under 154. What do you make of that, Brian?
That means they're ready for a championship fight.
Abner, do you think, I mean, coming under the weight is saying something?
Yeah, when it is one fighter and the other one comes in heavier, it tells you that the other one's probably dehydrated, but both of them coming in below the weight class, I think they're just physically ready. They're pros.
They're professionals, a championship fight, and when we look at the keys to victory for Fundora, you want to fight tall, stay disciplined, volume, breaks, rhythm, of course. No Mendoza moments. He was knocked out by Brian Mendoza in a shocker of an upset. For Booker, he wants to make it ugly, make it smart, land early, land clean, and of course, when facing Fundora, Abner, you've got to weather the storm of strikes like a parka.
You do, and you're seeing it early from Fundora, jabbing and walking Booker back to the ropes. Again, you gotta weather that if you're Booker. Wait for the right moment and make your punches count.
And it's not that we're asking Fundora to fight boring and get behind that big jab.
No.
It's just that not being in the line of fire goes a long way for a guy who has a great chin, but doesn't always need to rely on it every single fight.
Already throwing 3-1 out, throwing Booker 3-1 is Fundora. A feeling out tactical start to the fight. Booker and Fundora both lefties. There's a right hook, a lead right hook by Booker. And of course, we saw Zhu land the right hand last March against Fundora early in the fight.
He seemed to land it at will early on against Fundora.
And we've seen Fundora, just like Elijah Garcia earlier tonight, who, by the way, wow, escaping with a victory over Terrell Gaucher. That's still unbelievable. But in any event, he doesn't move his head off center, and for Fundora, that's the same flaw. He gets hit repeatedly, but shows that he's got a beard, even against Mendoza. That first left hook buckled the knees. It took another right and left to send him crashing to the canvas. And even Lubin.
Indeed, the lights have never been too big for Fundora. Neither has the violence that he typically creates inside the ring. He wants to be a star. He's not afraid to go through hell to get there.
That right hand has been effective for Fundora with the jab and that curling right hook, and now Booker backing up.
I want to see Fundora cut off the ring now. He's following Booker all around the ring. Good jab, but cut off the ring. And once you do that, make sure you throw that left hand.
So he's, he throws punches in bunches, relentless pressure. And yet, I'm going to say, Booker doing a pretty good job of not being hit with a lot of these punches either.
Got to watch that back here, all right? Stay right here.
Referee Taylor.
Hey, it's all right. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. You all right?
I think he caught Booker with an elbow.
Watch that. Let's go. Go.
Yeah, the stats right now, I mean, in terms of percentages, not that high. And, Booker's utilizing movement. We said he was going to be elusive. He's going to utilize the real estate and try to bait Fundora into counter shots. Right now, he's just backing up, not countering.
Yeah, Booker's got to count. Count and wait for Fundora to walk in with that jab. Look how he walks in with his straight, with his head up high. So he's got to counter that Booker, but he's on his back foot. So it's going to be difficult for him to come back with something.
Yeah, Fundora, Abner mentioned it, Brian. He needs to cut off the ring because he's just following Booker around, and Booker's just moving. There's not a lot of sustained action here. The jab from Fundora's landing, but there's that right hand. That right hand counter is always going to be there. Fundora really needs to be cognizant of that. You would think that they would make adjustments in camp.
If Booker is unable to hurt Fundora, he's going to have to outwork him. He's going to have to work behind that jab, throw combinations like he's doing right here.
Yeah, be first. He's got to take that jab away from Fundora. Let his punches go. And work in the inside. I mean, you get those moments right there. They're free. You get your space. Let those hands go if you're Booker.
Booker continues to move to his right, retreats in the back foot, and Fundora's letting him off the hook literally here, just following him. Needs to ground. There's those right hands from Booker, blocked by the high peekaboo guard of Fundora. Fundora's already thrown 130 jabs. Landed 17 compared to 12 of 47 for Booker. There's a jab, lands for Fundora.
And that's a good jab right there from Booker. But again, jab and then he steps away. He's got to work his way inside. Stay in there. Body shots, uppercuts, and then turn him.
This is the most active output we've seen so far from Booker. He definitely does not want to be on the ropes as Fundora is literally punching down at him with that big left hand.
Yeah, and that's when Fundora takes advantage. When they start putting their head down like that, he lands that beautiful uppercut, short uppercut from Fundora.
Booker's been in Vegas away from any distractions of home since February 22, from Stamford, Connecticut, home of my former employer, a thriving financial hub just outside New York City. It's better known for hedge funds than haymakers, but Booker wants to stamp his name in the history books as the first Stamford-born boxing champion. What about the first Connecticut-born PBC analyst? How are you handling your
He's a pretty good announcer for Connecticut.
Whoa!
Let him go.
Yes, you're right. I agree with you.
Let's go.
And Booker getting tagged here, Abner, at will. And Fundora looking to put the pressure on. Booker's on the verge of really tasting the pressure of Fundora.
Fundora noticed that he hurt him, that he got him with some nice left hands as the straight and the uppercut as well.
Booker bleeding from the nose once again as the onslaught
Uppercut
continues from Fundora.
Double uppercut on the inside. Booker backing up. Booker's hurt. Trying to hold on like the veteran. He goes down. Here in round 4.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You all right? Step to the side for me. Come to me.
How much more can Chordale Booker take from the towering inferno? Fundora looking to burn the house down here in Las Vegas.
That's the second time Booker has been down in his career.
The first time was a bad loss, and it's over. Sebastian Fundora takes care of business. He defends the unified 154-pound title for the first time, and he does it by closing the show in the 4th round, closing the book on Chordale Booker.
Did he ever? He closed the range, he closed the distance, he closed the gap, and in the inside, Fundora, like always, doing damage. The uppercut, the straight left. I mean, there's so much power behind those hands from Sebastian Fundora.
The longest,
all around, just perfection.
The longest limbs in the division just shortened his night. Fundora with the 4th round finish. And when we asked him about why he fights like he does, he said, if you saw me fight up close, you'd understand why I do it. His signature combo, a punishing right hook followed by a sharp left uppercut. His sister, Gabriella, undisputed flyweight champion. It's a family affair. They're the first siblings to hold titles simultaneously. Second siblings to win championship, brother and sister, since the Yamanakas in Japan. But Chordale Booker, disconsolate, dejected, gave it all he could, but huge underdog for a reason. Sebastian Fundora at the top of his game, and here is how he maintained his hold on the unified gold AM.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 2 minutes 51 seconds in round number 4. Our referee in charge, Thomas Taylor, stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout, and still the unified WBC and WBO super welterweight champion of the world, the towering inferno, Sebastian Fundora.